Hey everyone, Vincent Janito here from PAX South 2015. I'm here with my good buddy Destin Legary. How are you, Destin?
I'm doing great.
We look good today.
Yeah,
we look alike.
Dark gray and a lighter gray.
I know, we're rocking it. We didn't even plan this.
It's all right.
So you played a game today called Titan Souls.
Yes.
Tell me a little bit about that experience.
So I don't know if all of our viewers need to know about this game, but for those that don't, I'll tell you a little bit about it. It's like this pixelated, almost Legend of Zelda style adventure where you fight multiple bosses. So it's like Zelda meets Mega Man, but like the art style really grabs you. So it's this 8-bit art style.
Yeah.
And you go into multiple different dungeons and fight bosses, and they are incredibly difficult to defeat. Like, I thought maybe I just sucked at the game, so I let a few other people play. I'm like, oh, good, they're having a lot of trouble too.
Oh yeah, I died. I played it a little bit at PSX, and I died quickly.
Yeah.
And everyone I've seen play has also died quickly. I'm sure once we get dialed in, we'll be able to handle it, but definitely the challenge is one of the selling points of the game.
Yeah, definitely. It's really rewarding when you beat a game like Dark Souls, when you finally figure out how to beat one of the bosses, or you get your timing just right, you know, and you take them down. And every time you beat a boss, you have like this cutscene where you like blow up or something. I don't really know what happens there, but you have to defeat.
That doesn't sound like I want to beat that boss at all.
Yeah. So you need to defeat all the bosses and then the main big boss. And I couldn't.
Wait,
see
big boss
anybody
is
do
in
it.
the game?
Not Solid Snake or whatever his code name was in the Metal Gear series. Just a large boss. But anyway, the things about this game I love. The art style. I love that 8-bit sort of art style.
Yeah, and it's interesting. It's not just that it's 8-bit, because there's a lot of that going around,
Yeah.
right? But there's something about the simplicity of the color palette and the lines of everything. It's very striking. It's hard to put your finger on it, but the second you see it, you're like, ooh, this doesn't look like
it's
the other
unique,
games.
right?
Yeah.
There's not really anything to compare it to.
No.
And it makes it really special. So art style, punishing difficulty. I like a game that challenges you, but you can respawn fairly close by and just keep trying from that last boss. You don't have to like go through all the bosses again.
Yeah, tell me a little bit more about the way that the bosses challenge you. When I've been watching, it looks very pattern-based, a lot like old school, 8-bit games were. Is that kind of the case, or is it a little bit more dynamic?
Yeah, no, there's definitely a pattern. But like the first boss is like this boss in a big bubble, right? So you shoot the bubble, and the bubble splits into two. You shoot the empty bubble. There's an empty bubble and a bubble with a heart in it. If you shoot the empty bubble, that splits and then splits and smaller. So you're
just making your life harder.
So eventually you're dealing with like 25 of these balls of goop that you're trying to avoid, and they touch you once you're dead, right? You're just trying to shoot the heart, and you have to like manage the damage that you're doing to the enemy. And it took a few tries before anybody was able to get it.
Yeah, that's really so. Now, when you shot the heart, did it also split?
When you shoot the heart, you've completed the boss, and you get this like really rewarding like flash moment. Was like, and then sort of a cut scene for defeating the enemy.
Cool. Well, I love boss rush style games, games that are focused on taking down bosses. So I'm sure I'm going to dig into that one when it comes out. Do we have any information about what it's coming to and when it's coming?
Not really, but PC sounds like PlayStation.
Yeah, the PSX,
and other platforms maybe.
Yeah, well, we're seeing a lot of that, right? The PC, Steam, and then Sony platforms, because those two are kind of, I don't want to say inextricably linked at this point, but the indie scene is thriving on both, so it's pretty common to see it in both places at once.
I can't wait to play more Titan Souls. I want to go back to their booth and play more, honestly.
Yeah, and now after talking to you about it, now I want to too. So,
Yeah.
But for more on Titan Souls and everything PAX South 2015, you're already in the right place. IGN.